Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Sachin Sachdeva came out with another Mosaic Art book. You know, these are my favorite of his. This one is Exotic Birds. So this is the front cover, the back cover with his standard color palette, some images from inside the book. They're pretty. And his other books in the Mosaic Art series. Okay, now I did color a couple pictures out of here two different ways, so we'll see that. So we have our title page, nameplate page. We always have an about the book. It features over 25 illustrations of unique feathered creatures. The pages are designed using the 3x3 millimeter section of boxes. As usual, it does have that 21 color palette. Okay. All right, so like I said, I did do a couple in here. So I did the first one using the cross-stitch method or the X method. You know, this is my favorite. And I don't know if it was the last book or a couple books ago, he did start indicating which colors were used in that picture. So the light gray ones are the ones that are used. The black ones are the ones that are not in that picture, I believe, right? Yes. Okay, so it does have the name of the bird over here, which I like. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to do, flip throughs of each page because you can't see anything. This one, I totally screwed up. I don't know how in the world I did that, but I have the wrong colors colored. I'm so mad. This was a finch. And then this one, I colored in solid. Yeah, I don't do that too often. This is Eurasian blue tit. And this I did with my Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers because those markers have a brush tip on one end and a fine tip on the other. So I have the two tips that I like the most. However, from far away, this looks fine. I still had a problem, even though his 3x3 pictures have a little bit of a thicker black line than Belba families, whose lines are very thin. I thought I wouldn't have as much problems with bleed over from the alcohol marker. I still did. So, like I said, you can't see it from far away. But yeah, I kind of had a hard time keeping the marker from bleeding over the lines. I just didn't enjoy this version as much. I think the picture itself turned out very pretty. You can see the image a little bit better, colored in solid. And overall, it looks okay. It just took me, a while to get it colored in just because of the ink spreading over. Like here, the purple is spread over. And I tried to stay away from the lines, which is what you should do, when you're coloring with alcohol markers. But overall, this still takes less time than the cross-stitch method. So which way do you like better? Let me go back to the first one. So we have the filled in solid and the cross stitch. I still really love the looks of the cross stitch. But again, this you can see the image a little bit better. I think if you have a real detailed picture, the colored in solid works much better than the cross stitch. But of course, when you're starting an image, you don't really know how detailed it's going to be. So I think going forward, I am still going to do my cross stitch method. If I feel I'm in the mood to try the colored in solid again, I may do that. My brush or my fine nibs were not working real good when I colored that in, so I did use the brush tip on there. The brush tip always comes, or it always puts out more ink than, say, a fine tip. So that's the reason I had some of the bleed over problems. If I had fine tip markers, so I may try it again with a chisel tip marker because the opposite end has the fine tip. I think I'm going to try a picture with that. So we do have some landscape pictures also, and we do have our thank you page asking for feedback on Amazon. Does have his social media on Facebook. There is a Facebook group, Sachin Sachdeva Books. On Amazon, of course, and Instagram at sachdev.art. So you can always take him in any of your pictures on Instagram. Then in the back, he always gives you some color chart sheets if you want to match up your colors to a specific medium. Typically markers. I don't know if anybody's ever colored these in with a different medium, like colored pencil. And then in the back, he does indicate or show all of his other books, and he splits them out by collection. So here are the color by numbers and non-color by number books. So all of these have both versions, color by number and non-color by number. Here are all the Mosaic Art books, including this one. So he has 8 of those. Paper Cut, which is a series he just started. He has 3 of those. Mystery Circles. Again, that's kind of new for him. He has that Easter one. The Stained Glass series, there's 6 of those. The Mandalas, those again, he has the color by number version and non-color by number version. 7 of those. Doodling Color, 8 of those. And then just the coloring books for adults, there's 9 of those. And then he has a whole bunch of the easy color by number books. So if you don't like detailed type of pictures, you can look at these easy color by number books, and he has 23 of those. So he really has a lot of books out now. And then we have a couple of blank sheets in the back. Okay, so yeah, a real quick flip through of this book, but I wanted to show it to you because I think the pictures are going to be so pretty. I love birds anyhow to color. So as usual, I will leave a link down in the description if you are interested in this book for yourself. I thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to Sachin Sachdeva for providing me with this book. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.